What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So if you are anything like me, you have a huge sweet tooth, and it has been my mission for like the last few years, pretty much ever since starting my fitness journey, to figure out ways to, first of all, combat my sugar cravings and to try to avoid them, but then secondly, to find foods and to find sweets that I am able to give into without feeling guilty. So in today's video, I'm gonna be making a healthy paleo gluten-free Twix recipe. I've never made it before, but I've seen it online multiple times. It looks amazing, so I'm gonna make it here with you guys, try it for the first time with you guys, and of course I will put the entire recipe in the description below so that if it ends up good, you guys can make it yourself at home as well. I'm also really excited because for this video, I have partnered with a company called Sweet to Feed, which is a company that came out with something that's pretty revolutionary in my opinion. And I actually just made an IGTV on my Instagram, so if you haven't checked that out, go look, because you can see kind of my first reaction, me and Alex's first reaction to trying this product. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that later. Before we actually hop into today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps support my channel. And also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And with that, let's get baking. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by making the bottom layer. It looks like there's 3 layers, just like a real regular Twix, I guess. And so the bottom layer is gonna be coconut flour, peanut butter, I think I'm gonna use almond butter instead, maple syrup, and that looks like that's all for the bottom layer. Then the caramel center is gonna be dates, sea salt, and then we're gonna top it with a layer of chocolate. So I don't have, like, it's at a bread pan. This is probably like the closest thing that I have, so hopefully this will do. Okay, so for the bottom layer, or the shortbread layer, you're gonna be doing, we're gonna do coconut flour, almond flour, coconut oil, and honey. And then the caramel layer is gonna be almond butter, coconut oil, vanilla extract, and maple syrup. And then of course the top layer is just gonna be chocolate. So this is what the bottom layer ends up looking like, and I did have to alter the amount of the ingredients because I actually ended up having to do a little bit more to fill up this pan. So if you have an actual bread pan that's like half this size or a little bit more than half, then you can probably follow the instructions exactly. But like I said, I didn't have anything like that, so just ended up having to do a little bit more of all the ingredients. Okay, so now while that is baking, I'm gonna make the caramel center. So I just have some dates here that were soaking for a little while. I'm gonna drain these. I'm gonna add peanut butter. You need a half a cup of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, and that will be the caramel center. Okay, so I just spread the caramel layer over the top, and then now it says to put this in the freezer for 1 to 2 hours. And then once you bring it out, that's when you pour the chocolate layer over the entire top, let it harden for just a few minutes until it cools or hardens, and then you can eat it. Okay, so the final layer is just gonna be melted chocolate with coconut oil. And so I'm just gonna put it on the stove and melt it. This is the chocolate that I'm using. I would normally use Lily's or Eating Evolved. If you do Eating Evolved, that would make these 100% paleo. But this is just like an organic dark chocolate, 70% cocoa. It is a decent brand, but yeah, those are the chocolates that I would normally buy. I just wanted to try something different. So I'm gonna melt that on the stove now. I just made the center. This looks amazing. I just tasted it, it's super good. And the crust is almost done in the oven. So once it's done, I think some of these have to cool before I put it all together, but I will update you guys for the next step. Okay, just got it out of the freezer. It is completely hardened, and I am going to put the melted chocolate all over the top. Wow. Now, okay, another 5 to 10 minutes in the fridge to let this harden, and then I get to freaking eat it. One thing that I actually forgot to mention is sometimes when I'm craving something sweet, like if it's in the late morning or afternoon, I find that making a cup of coffee really helps me with that, and I've heard a lot of other people say tea as well. I'm not a huge tea drinker. I'm trying to get there. I feel like it's really boring. I don't know, I love coffee so much that maybe I just compare it to that. But I'm gonna show you guys how I make my afternoon coffee because it's really, really good. And like I said, it helps me to kind of cure my sweet tooth a little bit. So I'm gonna be adding some collagen to it. You can use any collagen you want. This is actually a collagen coffee creamer by Vital Proteins. This is the vanilla flavor. I actually really like the coconut one, but my store didn't have that flavor this time. So I'm just gonna do the full packet of this, which is nice because it's obviously just pretty much pure collagen, and it has 5 grams of protein in it. And then I'm gonna do some coconut butter, which gives it like a really creamy texture, which is what I really like with coffee. I don't like my coffee sweet, but I do like it really creamy. So this coconut butter though is really weird because this is like, this brand is fine, but it says to refrigerate after opening, but then it makes it like rock hard. Like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to get this out. Oh my gosh, this is actually ridiculous. This coconut butter, I bought this coconut butter and it says refrigerate after opening, and it's like, I have to like chisel it out and it's coming out in like pieces. I literally can't even get it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my handheld frother. This thing is amazing. And froth it up. Okay, so now I have it in the freezer and I am super excited because I tasted the crust and the inside batter, or the like caramel layer, and it tastes so good. So I feel like these are gonna be amazing. But while I wait for those, I wanted to talk to you guys about Sweet Defeat. This is something that's like so cool and something I've never heard of any company doing anything like this before. So they sent me everything in this little box, and they have instructions on the box for basically how to use the product. And like I said, I do have an IGTV of me and Alex trying this for the first time. So it's a super just raw and authentic first time try, and it was really fun, and I was absolutely shocked at the results. So it came with 3 different products. It came with a gum, which is what we tried in the IGTV video, and then also some lozenges. And then it also came with 2 bottles of the spray. So basically how it works, or like the science behind it, it contains 3 main ingredients, one of them being, I don't know how to say this, gymnema extract, which is sourced from India, and the leaf has been used for centuries to block sweet receptors. And then it also has zinc, which works synergistically with the gymnema extract to block sugar receiving taste buds on the tongue. And then the last main ingredient is chromium, I think that's how you say it, which controls appetite and burns more calories, cutting body fat, plus aids in muscle growth, which is really cool. These are like clinically proven. And when Alex and I tried it, we were mind blown, because what they have you do is eat candy and then you chew the gum or use one of these products, and then you eat the candy again, and you can't taste the sugar on the candy, which is so crazy. And one of the best ways to get rid of sugar cravings is to avoid sugar for as long as you can. Like if you were to do a 2 or 3 or 4 week sugar cleanse, you would start to notice that you don't crave sweets as much anymore, because the more that we eat or consume something, the more we're actually gonna crave that food or that ingredient. So if you are tempted at work or at your home, or you're just somewhere where there are sweets in front of you, this would be a really good option, because if you're chewing the gum or you have a lozenge and then you end up reaching for a piece of candy, it's not even gonna taste good anyways, because it blocks the sweetness from the food or from the candy, which is just so amazing. Like I said, I've never heard of anything like this before, and I think it's just so cool. I also just realized that the lozenges contain spirulina, which is like one of the best superfoods. I put spirulina in my smoothies almost every single day. So yeah, the ingredients are perfectly safe and clean. And like I said, these are just perfect if you are tempted wherever you are with sweets, and I could definitely see it helping to kick the habit of eating candy or sweets like throughout the day. I will also have a link in the description box where you guys can get 25% off the Sweet Defeat products. So that's pretty cool, and I'm excited to continue trying these because, like I said, I have a huge sweet tooth. Luckily, I'm not tempted too much with candy or bad desserts, I guess you could say, just because I don't buy that stuff, and I also work from home, so I'm not, again, tempted with it at work or anything like that. And I love to just make my own healthy paleo recipes so that I know all the ingredients that are going into it. But my main tips for avoiding sugar cravings or reducing them is to just try to avoid sugar as much as you can. Obviously, you have to live. You're not gonna be able to restrict yourself from sweets and candy and desserts for the rest of your life. But if you can cut back, or even just take a couple of weeks off completely from any processed or refined sugars, it's going to reduce your cravings dramatically, and these can definitely help you do that. So I just took them out of the fridge, and then I sprinkled some salt just on some of them, because I know Alex won't like the ones that have salt on them, but wow, these look amazing. All right, time to taste test. Wow, that's pretty freaking good, honestly. Wow. would highly recommend making these. That is gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I'm seriously gonna have to like eat some of these and then chew the sweet defeat gum so that I don't eat the rest of them because they're so good. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and definitely comment below if you end up trying this recipe. It is so amazing. And with that, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.